Hello, hello. We have a dedicated review today. We have the Reckless Romance palette by BeautyBay. This was a limited edition palette that came out during Valentine's Day this year in 2024, and I ordered it. I thought it was giving me very much like the Glamlite Chucky palette, very anti-Valentine, pinks and blacks and grays, and I was like, that looks really cool. I want to try it out. So I ordered it in February, and when I received it on around February 19th, it was broken. I received a broken shade in my palette, and I was like, girl, I got nothing but time. So let's pull her out. The palette looks exactly as what's inside there, and it's just a very simple BeautyBay brand palette. I really like the BeautyBay formula. I think it's one of the best like formulas I personally have tried. I think it's a lot more consistent than some other brands, but this I bought back in February, and if you want to see more of a review on this, feel free to just forward ahead. Sometimes I get some unnecessarily weird comments about like, you're going too slow, and it's like, you can like forward ahead, right? Like you can just, if you only want to watch 30 seconds of this video, go ahead, feel free to do so. But before I really give my full review of this palette, I want to talk about my experience trying to return this palette. So this is not the original palette. I was able to return it. So immediately when I saw that this palette was broken, I immediately like let them know. I didn't waste no time. Thankfully I'm at home, so I can do it as quickly and as fast as possible. It was this shade that was originally broken. So I went looking everywhere for how to, like, what are the rules? How do I return this? Like, what do I need to do? It was so hard to find on their website. First and foremost, incredibly difficult to find on their website. And then once I did find it, I had to chat with a robot. I had to do their little live chat thing, and I sent pictures to this like live chat, and they said someone would get back to me. Someone finally did get back to me and said, "I'm so sorry to see that you have received a damaged item. After reviewing the image you have kindly provided, I would like to provide you with a 40% refund, which will enable you to keep this item as received. Alternatively, the product can be returned for a full refund. Please make us aware as to which you would prefer, so this can be arranged without further delay. I look forward to your response." And they're in the UK, I'm in the US, on the West Coast, so pretty much I would have to answer in my day, which would be their night, and there was always like a day delay. And so I replied, "Good morning, thank you for your reply. I wanted to ask if I could send it back for a replacement palette, or perhaps if I could just receive a replacement shade to replace this broken one. Or is a refund the only course of action we can take? Thank you for your time." They had replied back, "Thanks for getting in touch, we're working as quickly as possible, blah blah blah," right? Hi, thank you for your email. I'm sorry for inconvenience. This palette can be returned for a replacement. Alternatively, we can provide you with a 40% refund, which will enable you to keep this item as received. Let us know how you wish to proceed." So I was like, cool, I can return it for a replacement, because I wasn't trying to get my money back. I wasn't trying to get a refund or any percentage off. I'm just like, I just want the palette as it should be, and the palette I received was broken. So I replied back, "Good morning, Rebecca. I would like to return the palette for a replacement, please," because she said I could get a replacement. And then I ended up getting, and it was never the same person that replied. It was always a different person's name replying. So some guy named Joe replied when I had allegedly, quote unquote, messaged Rebecca. He had replied, "Hi, I'm so sorry to see that you received a damaged item. So sorry again for any inconvenience that caused. If you wish, a new order can be placed for the item, as I'm afraid we can sadly not provide a replacement for this occasion. In the meantime, we kindly ask that you return this item back to us for further review. Please follow the below instructions. A return has been authorized for your order. Please find a printable return address label. And at the end of this email, please write your order number on the label. If you cannot print the label, please return the items to the below address. If the number is included, blah, blah, blah." Like all that information, right? "Please return using your national postal service. Please also be sure to obtain proof of postage, as BeautyBay will not be liable for lost returns. Please provide us with a copy of your proof of postage. Please allow 21 days from the date of return for the parcel to be processed." So I was so confused, and I said, "Hi, Joe. There is no printable label attached to this email. Please attach the printable label so I can return the palette. I'm also confused now, as Rebecca has just replied that I could return the damaged palette for a replacement palette. but now it's not replaceable. So am I sending it back for a full refund? Is a refund the only option? And for some reason, they wouldn't just tell me, hey, like, that's the only option. And someone named Cody replied, and they're like, hi, please see the attached. So they didn't answer my questions. They just set the attachment. They set the attachment, and I was like, all right, well, I attached it. I got my box ready. I sent it international. I said, please see proof of post this attached. Will another agent reach out again once received and processed? And that was one of the last times they had replied to me. So now I'm going to try and see if I can find an email later on, because those were all from February. And I don't think I ever received a response. So I sent a follow-up email on March 26th saying, hi Joe, tomorrow will be a month since I sent the pallet through the mail. Can you please confirm if it has made it to the returns department yet? Because they never replied back. And let's see, I think I finally got a response. I'm pleased to confirm that your return from order blah 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 has been received and now has been processed by a returns department. I can confirm that your refund for the return has now been issued. Please allow 5 to 10 days, blah blah blah. And I think I also had a follow-up. Yeah, so they never really replied back. I don't know if I was talking to robots. I don't know what was going on. But essentially they had told me that I could get a replacement palette, and then they said I couldn't. So this one that you're seeing here isn't even from the BeautyBay website. I had to buy this from like Mercari or something. Yeah, so I had to buy this from Mercari. I found someone who was selling it, and I was thankfully able to snag one because I guess they had bought several of them, and every time they put one up, it would sell so fast. I didn't get my palette until April 23rd, so it took me 2 months to fully get a palette that wasn't freaking broken. So I just wanted to talk about that experience because I don't have a lot of experiences with customer service. Usually you'll get your palette and it's fine, so you don't have to worry about it. You're just like, I received my product, great, I paid you, awesome, transaction over. So I always want to talk about the customer service info that I have. I think I was talking to robots, y'all. I think AI is here. I don't know if any of those people actually existed because I had a different person every time someone answered, and it almost felt like they couldn't see each other's emails. I don't know. So the big question is, was it worth it? Was this palette worth it? Yeah, it's a good palette, y'all. It's a really nice palette. Let me swatch this shade right here. I think was my favorite. It's called Girlfriend. It's like a pale pink kind of shade. I also really enjoyed Encore. Is really pretty. I think overall, everything in here was really nice. I want to swatch, what is this? Mini Dress. I thought it was a Tin Man Dick Silver, as Teresa Zed would say, but it's actually more of a gunmetal. And I really do like the freaking formula for these beautiful shimmers. Are so pretty. So pretty. These are great. I love them. Look how pretty that is. Look at that. And as always, the matte shades in here are awesome. The matte shades are pretty much always good. I feel like the toss-ups usually are the shimmers, and the shimmers in this are good. And the part that sucks is that I initially waited because I think I was trying to see if this palette would go on sale, because usually when palettes don't sell, they'll go on sale. And this went straight from being available to just not being available at all. It never hit the sale. So I just completely lost out on it, which is why I had to buy it from a third-party seller. And like, these shades, oh, they're so smooth. They're so pretty. I really liked that one. What other one did I like? I just like how, oh, I don't know, maybe this one. It just all makes sense. It's like neutral, but at the same time it's not. It's also very dark. Like, look at that brown. Holy crap. Look at, it just has, holy god, look how pigmented that was. That was an accident. These are so pretty, and I wish they would have kept it available, because these are all so lovely and pigmented, and these really are reckless romance. You have your like kind of like cutesy day looks in these first two rows, and then more like sexy nighttime dinner eyeshadow looks is what you would get here. This is so pretty. It sucks that I had that customer service experience. I wish they would have just told me flat out like, hey, you can only get a refund. That's it. But no, they had to drag it out, and I wish they would have just told me flat out, but I also don't know if I was even talking to a person. But look at that, look how pigmented it is. This is really pretty from just neutral looks, but also like just like in more intense smoky looks. This is A plus for me. I hope they come back with this again, because I feel like this palette was definitely a winner. If you see this online again, I would definitely recommend you go snag it.